do you have an idea for an application in ServiceNow, but want to protect your intellectual property? If so, this session is for you. We'll be talking about how you can do that using protection policies. My name is Roach. I'm the president and founder of Tiger LLC. We are a premier ServiceNow build partner since 2019. Our ServiceNow store app, Checklist Pro, has been in the store since 2019 and is currently the number 4 rated app in the store. And there's 3,000 plus apps in the store. It's very popular. Checklist Pro utilizes aspects of the ServiceNow protection policy. So we are going to be sharing our experience with you today on that particular area. Okay, so what are ServiceNow protection policies? A protection policy in ServiceNow is a setting that you may apply to things like script includes, business rules, UI actions, and other script-related items inside scoped applications. It tells the platform how much of that artifact is visible or editable when the app is installed in another instance. That is, in a non-development instance. The protection policy only takes effect if the app is installed from an app repository or the store. So for example, if you're moving code around via update sets, you're not going to get that protection policy enforced. And we'll take a look at that shortly. Okay, so why do protection policies exist? A couple reasons. Number one, to protect your intellectual property. You may have certain segments of code that you believe to be unique and creative inventions that you do not wish to reveal, and so you would use protection policies to prevent the viewing of that logic and thus help secure your IP. Another reason is to enforce consistency. That is to prevent customers from editing the code provided by your application. Another reason may be to provide different levels of openness depending on whether the app is internal versus published externally. Okay, so what are the protection policy types? Well, there's none, in which case it's just wide open. Maybe most of what you develop is that way now. You can see the code, you can edit the code, you can export the code. If you set the protection policy to read only, you can see the code, but you will not be able to edit the code if it's promulgated to another instance the right way. And you can also still export it, and you can look at the contents of your export. Last one, the protected mode, is you cannot see the code, you cannot edit the code, and you cannot export the code. So that's the one that provides the premier IP protection that you would want to use if you have some gold in it. What are some common questions? Do you need to be a build partner to publish your scoped application? To the store? Yes. To your company's app repository? No. You may publish them to your app. If you're a ServiceNow customer, you have an app repository, and you can publish this and therefore utilize these protection policies and see them being enforced. If you are not a build partner, can other customers get access to your company's application repository? No. Sorry, that's why you're a build partner, because you can publish things to a store. Okay, so we're going to do a demo, and let's just see here. So we've got a couple different environments set up for you from our instance. So there's a development environment, so that's going to be this demo 6 here that we have. And this is where we built a very simple scoped application that's going to illustrate our protection policies. And we're going to create. So here you'll see this is we have this policy test application created, and we're going to go into the script includes. Just take a look at this real quick. Script includes, and here's we have one called PT protected, policy test protected, and you'll notice here this protection policy we say protected. Now we can of course see the script. We have this development environment. We're editing it, we're building it here, so it's not being enforced here. Okay. And this is just all we're going to do is just a script include, and it's just wrapping a simple GS info. But this could be big, right? This could be something really important. And this is where you would put your intellectual property, your script include that has some key logic in here, and it would be protected. No one could see it. And we're going to see what that looks like. Okay. The other one that we built utilizes the read policy. So there you see the three: none, read, or protected. This is real complicated. Okay. So this one, when it's promulgated to a different instance through the app repository or through the store, it will do the enforcing. That app will be the protection policies will be enforced, and then in this case, this one you won't be able to edit it. The other one, the protected one, you won't even be able to see the code. Okay. So how do we do all this stuff? Some of the stuff you guys may know, but we're just going to kind of walk through real quick. We're going to go into the application. Here it is. And you'll see these three items here in the middle. So if I were going to publish to an update set, which I already have, you would just click the publish and off it would go. And I'll show you that in a second. And then here, if you were going to publish to your app repository, you would just do this. And I could just do this right now. Let's just do this. Publish this thing. So it's going to go ahead and publish it. Okay. So good. That was quick. So let's just take a look here at the update set that was published. So we have this policy test that we did. And you can see it's a small app, right? It's just got 2 script encoders in the application. So we downloaded that. And then I have another instance over here, this demo 3, which is going to say, hey, well, what if we uploaded this update set, which has our protection policies, into this one? What does it look like? So let's go over here to update sets. So we have retrieved it. So here it is. There's our policy test, which I previously retrieved. And then same over here. So we retrieved it, we previewed it, we committed it. So now it's on our instance. And you can see here that I'm in the scope. So it's been installed. I already did this because I wasn't sure how much. We didn't have a lot of time. We got 15 minutes. We got to rip through this stuff. So let's go over here to the script include. So the script include, here it is. Right? Here's our protected app. Doesn't look too protected, does it? It's not. So it's that's because how we pushed it into this environment. We used an update set. It isn't going to do the protection policy enforcing. Okay, it's just not. So because you did it that way. In fact, even here, I can I can add comments. I can edit this thing. And let's move on to the other one. That's the protected one. So I shouldn't even be able to see this. And here is the read-only one. And again, I can see it, but I can still also edit it. So that's that's not so good. So I have the third instance where we're going to let's see, hasn't come in yet. So here's 1.1. So I had published our app to the repository, and we're going to go ahead and install it here on this instance. This one, because we're doing it this way, we are going to see those protection policies enforced. So let's just give it a second here while this is going. And I will just say, there's a poll out there in case you didn't, I think I put this in the chat, but I put a poll out there. Really appreciate, I'm kind of curious what people, if people had any experience with this. It'd be interesting to know. So go check it out while you're listening. And I'm just sort of dancing around waiting for this thing to finish. So it shouldn't be too long. This is a pretty small app. And once it's installed, we'll then take a look at, we'll go into the scope, and we will take a look at those 2 scripting codes. In fact, what I should do is, while we're waiting for this thing, why don't I do this? Why don't I go and actually execute this so you can see what the heck this stuff does. So let's go to our background script, and let's just execute. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Pop it in there. So this is the demo 3. This has our update set import. So you can see it ran, but we also proved that the update set didn't do any enforcing of those policies. Is this thing done yet? Okay. Yeah, taking a little bit. Imagine a big, it should finish here shortly. I think it takes about a minute or so. It is actually going to do this. But that's the key. You have to publish to the app repository or the store. I think I showed you this over here. I'm dancing. All this thing going to close. Like right here. If you were, for instance, if you're not a build partner, maybe you can put it in the chat. Like, I am a build partner, so I always see this, or we see this. But if you're not a build partner, I don't think you see published to ServiceNow store. I don't think you did. Anyway, is this thing done yet? Okay, it just finished. Just in time. We're doing pretty good on time. Okay, so let me switch to our scope. Policy test. There it is. Get in there. All right. Now let's go over to the script includes. Script include. Take a look at our 2 things here. Put that up there. There it is down here. Whoa, check that out. Okay, so this is kind of nice, right? So if you build something that's like, man, this is my secret sauce, and I don't want people knowing, I don't want people to just copy what I built and my idea, you can protect it. So this is a plug, I guess, for you builders out there that you want you have the great idea and you can do this. A lot of our the build partners, we do this, which we should, and we certainly do it with our app. And it's protected. It's an interesting message. It says the item is read only. It's not read only. It's protected, but maybe that's just what they do. So there's this one, and let's take a look at the read only one. Okay, so here's the read only one. All right, so here it is. Now notice it says read only. If I try to here, I'm trying to type in here. I can't. You see the little thing? Cannot edit. Cannot edit in read only editor. Okay, so it's locked. This is good. It's doing these enforcements. As I mentioned earlier in one of the slides, there's reasons why you might pick one over the other. Maybe you want people to see, and we do this with our store app. We want them to see, get the idea how you might use some of our APIs as part of our store tool, but we don't want you actually changing it. Okay, you don't shoot yourself in the foot. So we make it read only. I'm even in the scope, and I'm an admin. I can't get in there. It's how it was deployed. So last thing, I guess, let's just go and run it. Background. Just so you can see. And do I still have it pasted? No, I gotta repaste it. So grab this. Oops. Paste. Oh, there it is. Okay, run. There you go. This one came from the hello world, from the protected one, and this one came from read only. So yeah, that's it. I think I'm in just under the wire. Okay, so I'm checking out this stuff. Brian's got a question. Are your default settings your app files to protected when do you ever set your files read only or not? Okay, well I tried to just answer that, but okay, so James jumped in too. Thanks, James. So yeah, I'll reiterate what without reading James's thing there, but so with our store app, we use both. There are certain things that we think this is internal. We don't want people to see it, so we will set it to protected. Okay, it'll execute just fine, but we just don't want people to see it because somebody could say, "Hey, I'm just going to copy this," and we don't need to build our own. So don't want that. We protect it. And actually, it'd be cool if James or any of the other build partners out there chimed in with some of their reasoning. But that's what we do. But there are cases, as I mentioned, where we have some of our API libraries. We eat our own dog food. We use our own APIs, and these APIs are available to our customers for doing advanced things and programmatically. And we want people to see it in action, but we don't necessarily want them going in there and changing it. So that's the case where we would use the read only. All right, I hope that answers that question. What else we got? Mike, I've seen tricks where you can interrogate them. You are correct, sir. Yeah, it does. Now, so I don't want to get into exposing. I actually have opened a security finding with ServiceNow with regard to your statement there. It is an open security finding. Of course, I don't want to talk about it really because there isn't. It's kind of an exploit. I know it. I will say this: I have not been able to do that exploit on script includes, but I have on some other of the For instance, I've been able to do it on business rules. Okay, I'm just saying. And there was actually a year or two ago a big long posting back and forth about this kind of thing, and I opened up a security finding with ServiceNow, so they know about it. They're looking at it. I think we're at time. And any other questions? I appreciate you guys showing up, and I hope this was useful for you. Any other final questions? Thanks a lot, you guys.